Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn how to integrate WebLogic server with Eclipse IDE. So if you are new on my YouTube channel, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Now let's begin how to integrate WebLogic server with Eclipse IDE. You need to open the Eclipse IDE. Here I am using STS and I am integrating the WebLogic server with STS IDE. So once you open the STS ID, you have to select the window menu option. From where you need to select the show views, and from here you need to select server. Once you click on the server tab will be automatically open on your console controller. Click on the server tab. There you will find out one link that will be help you to create a new server. So currently there is no server are available, so you need to click on this link to create the new server. You will see this window asking you to select or choose the type of server to create. So you need to select any one of the server type. Either you can select Apache, Glassfish or Red Hat. As I integrating WebLogic server, I am selecting Oracle. Here you will find out Oracle WebLogic server. You need to click on it. In your STS ID, if you are not able to find out this option here, simply you need to go to the Eclipse Marketplace. From there you need to download the WebLogic server tool. So click on the Eclipse Marketplace. Please checking for the updates. WebLogic server or any other server that you want to integrate with your Eclipse ID, you will find here. So just click on the Eclipse Marketplace, find WebLogic. Click on the go button. One more thing you have to take care, if you don't have internet connection, this window will not work. So please confirm your internet connection. Yeah, Oracle WebLogic server tool. This Oracle WebLogic server you need to install on your STS ID from Eclipse Marketplace. Once you install this software, it will ask you to restart your ID. So you need to restart your ID. So this process I already done in my STS ID. So I'm cancelling this one. Now, once you install Oracle WebLogic server tool, here under the Oracle server tab you will find out Oracle WebLogic server. So you need to select this one and you will need to set the runtime environment. I already set the runtime environment here, so you will see that the select box will come here. If you are first time to set the server runtime environment, you need to click on the next option. So I am clicking on this add configure runtime environment link. Here you need to provide the information that the WebLogic server wants to ask you. Is telling that select WebLogic home. So click on the browse button. Find out the location where you install WebLogic server on your system. install this software here. Here you need to find out WL server. This is the name of the folder, and you need to select the folder. As you select this WebLogic home location, the JDK that you install in your browser, on your system, on your machine, that will automatically come here. You need not to browse and find out the location on the Java home. Once you've done this, click on finish. I already done this process, so I'm just telling to you how to configure your runtime environment. So that option will automatically come here. You need to select that runtime environment that you set right now. Click on next button. Here, where Oracle WebLogic server asking you to specify WebLogic domain directory. So server type you need to select the local. You need to click on the radio button as a local. As I install WebLogic server on my current laptop or on my machine, that's why I need to select the local. If you want to access WebLogic server that are deployed on remote machine, so at that time you can select remote as a radio button here, but I'm selecting local. Now we need to configure the domain name here. As you set the runtime environment, it will automatically guide you to select the domain that you create at the time of installation of your WebLogic server. So I'm selecting base domain. Process information, it is in progress information. It is validating the WebLogic domain path that you are providing to the WebLogic server. So validation is complete. Now you need to click on next and finish. As you see that WebLogic server, Oracle WebLogic server successfully integrated with your Eclipse ID, in your STS ID. So you need to start this WebLogic server. Server is ready to start. It takes a little bit time. It has to pass several test initialization state. So every time it will be, server state will be changed. So you need to wait until the server state changes to running state. Once it will be in running state, you need to open browser. Now the process is going on. 92% process has already done. Server state changed to standby, then starting, and now your WebLogic server is in progress to starting. 95% process has done. Now establish the connection. Now server state changed to running. At that time you need to open the browser. The process is still going on. My browser is opening. Yeah. On your browser address bar, you need to enter http://localhost :7001/install. Server state change to running. Now processing the information. Now the login screen will come on your browser. This indicates that you successfully integrate your WebLogic server. Currently I am using WebLogic server 12c. So you have to integrate compatible WebLogic server with your STS ID or your Eclipse ID. Then only it will work. So thank you guys, congratulations. We are successfully integrating WebLogic server with STS ID. Thank you for coming on my YouTube channel. My next video will be how to deploy your web application on your WebLogic server. So friends, take care and goodbye. Thank you.